Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited to finally be doing this video and to finally be making YouTube videos. So today I'm going to be showing you my go-to makeup look. I was going to call it my everyday makeup look, but I honestly don't wear makeup every day because it's kind of an ordeal when you're doing all of this. So this is my go-to if I am doing makeup. So usually if I'll be going out or going to some kind of event or dinner or whatever. I have another one of these looks that's kind of orangey that I'm going to be doing too, but I thought I would start with this one because this one really is my go-to makeup look. So I'll quit rambling and get right into it. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, so I already did this eye for the purposes of making this shorter. So let's jump right in. First thing I always do is use my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. If you don't have this, this is the first thing you need to get. I know other brands make similar things and they may work as well, but I've been using this for, I would say 5 or 6 years, and it's never done me wrong, so I don't know why I would change now. Okay, so the first thing I do is I lay down my base shadow in the crease, and this is just going to help everything blend more seamlessly. And the shade I use is this one right here in the Urban Decay Naked Basics, or Matte Basics. I don't think it has a name, but it's just like a cool neutral tone. And also I just use these brushes that came with the Naked eyeshadow palettes. I've never bought eyeshadow brushes because these were free. So, and they work great, so. Okay, so. And lay that down. I know it looks crazy right now, but we lay it down and then we blend like crazy. Just keep blending, just keep blending. Okay. And now, everything else that I'm going to use is from the Carli Bybel Deluxe Edition eyeshadow palette. This thing is freaking amazing. And none of these shadows have names either, but the one that I'm going to start with is this guy right here. Or maybe a girl, but who knows. And so I'm going to pick that up just on the same brush, who cares. And I'm going to be putting it lower than this color, and it's just going to deepen it up. Okay, so we laid that down, pick a little bit more up, and focus it on the outside. Okay, so now I'm going to wipe off my brush and start blending again. And this time I'm going to be blending here and pulling it out a little bit to kind of like create a cat eye effect. Hope that makes sense. And I'll be cleaning that up later too, but I want to go ahead and get a start of the cat eye shape. So now I'm going to be picking up this, it's like the darkest shade in the palette. Well, this is brown, but it's like a dark cranberry color. It's really pretty. So I'm going to be picking that up, same brush again. I usually don't change brushes unless I'm doing like drastically different colors, or you know, like if you're doing like a glitter or something, you don't want to do a matte on the same brush. But otherwise, using like 20 different brushes, I've never seen the point in that. So pick that up on this brush, and we're going to be doing it on this outer corner of the eye, and again, swooping it up. So at first I kind of like press it down in the shape I want it. Pick up a little bit more. And that's kind of the shape I want. It looks crazy right now yet again, but it all works out. So in this shape right here. And then we start blending again. And you can see that look is coming too. I'm going to clean that up even a little bit more, but so I'm going to pick up just a little bit more because I want it just a little darker. Again, just stamping it and then blending it. Okay, and now I'm going to go back into that original shade in the Urban Decay palette, and I'm going to just go ahead and make sure this is seamless as possible. Not very much of it, very lightly. Being sure to leave space for my highlight to come under the brow bone. Okay, so now I'm going to just take a piece of tissue and clean this up. Just very lightly. Kind of stretch the skin. And then clean that. Okay, and now I'm going to blend that again because I don't want that sharp of a line. Make sure there's nothing on this brush. And just blend it. Okay, it's still a little lower than I want it, so go back in. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so now, some days I would just take maybe that like original shade from the Urban Decay matte palette and just do it in this empty space. But let's go all out and we're gonna do a shimmer shade. And this shade is already really pigmented, but with all my glittery or shimmery shades or anything like that, I always will put it on my brush and then spray my brush with my setting spray. Just because that's gonna give you like the fullest payoff possible. So I'm gonna be picking up this shade in between the two ones I was using. Pick up a lot of it. Okay, and then my brush is coated. And then spray it with my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I've been using this for I don't even know how many years. I'm a huge fan of Urban Decay, if you can't tell. They were like the first brand that I started using when I started like actually becoming serious with my makeup. So a lot of my longtime things are from Urban Decay. So spray it once, and then we're gonna put it all in this blank space. And we're kind of going to be drawing a line in the crease and then down. I'll kind of show you what that means. So we'll start just stamping it in. And then once we get to the corner right here, swoop it up. And that kind of defines it a little bit more. And pick up a little bit more. The brush is still pretty wet, so don't spray it again yet. And then just doing that. Okay, that looks really shiny, but I'm kind of a shadowholic, so I'm gonna spray it again. Dip it a little bit more and go right on top, like so. Okay, so now back in with the second darkest shade we used, and we're gonna go over top of this just to blend everything again. So there's no harsh lines, because I want it to be defined, but you never want, or at least I don't want to like look and be like, there's one color, there's another color, there's another color, you know what I mean? Okay, so, and then we're gonna go back in with the darkest shade go over this outside where they overlap just a little bit and swooping it up again. Okay, so now we're gonna go on the lower lash line. I'm gonna be getting this darkest shade and going right in here to about where my lashes start to thin out. Okay, second layer. Making sure to really stamp it in at the lash line. Not one to go too low with this. Okay, then I'm gonna take the lighter shade and go from here to almost all the way in and like overlap it too. Like so. Then I'm gonna be picking up that original shade from this palette and just buffing it all out. So there's no harsh lines on the bottom either. And once I get here, I'm kind of bringing it up a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to go back over what I just did because a little bit of it will have blended out with that. The darker shade, then the lighter shade. Okay, so last step is clean this up one more time. Well, not the last step, but almost the last step. That looks good. Okay, now I'm gonna be doing the inner corner highlight and the brow bone highlight. I'm gonna be using this rose gold peachy shade in the palette. Pick it up with this side of my brush. Spray it. We're gonna be doing it right in here to come up to meet here and to overlap a little bit in here, and then just right here. I don't do the whole brow because it's a bit much for me, but if you want to, no one's gonna judge you. And then I'm gonna blend this a little bit. Okay, and that's the eyeshadow done. Now we're gonna be doing the eyeliner. I'll probably do a more detailed video on how I do my winged liner later because that's like a whole ordeal. But I would say my best tip, just for a quick tip for eyeliner, is just go slow and do the best you can. Fix any major mistakes if there are any, and then move on, because otherwise you could be sitting in front of the mirror for 30 or 40 minutes working on your eyeliner, and in my experience it just gets worse, not better. So don't panic, just do the best you can and just keep working at it. And I mean, I've been doing winged eyeliner since I was 18, and that was a while ago. And I'm still working at it, so it's a process. And it's not always going to be perfect, even for someone who does it every day for years. Okay. Get my big mirror. So I just line by lid at first. I've got most of it lined. Then I could line all the way to the inner corner, which is kind of hard. It's a little shaky. Then I look at that and see, does it look even? And does it? It does. And then I go from here and just follow this eyeshadow, which is one of the reasons I do that. It makes it a lot easier. So just first off, make a line following the eyeshadow. Like that. That looks pretty good. Whew. So the hard part's over. Then we just connect from about here to about here on that line, fill it in. Okay, that's filled in. So now I'm just gonna go back and make sure both sides are even. Sometimes I might make one a little bit lower or fill up a little bit higher. Just do what I can to adjust it, but right off the bat, this is looking pretty even. See, didn't follow my own advice. I made this one a little bit longer, so I'm gonna go back. This one just a little bit longer. All right, and those are about as even as they're gonna get. Okay. Now we move on to the mascara. And this tip is probably gonna freak some people out, but I actually use a lighter when I curl my lashes. I'm not gonna officially recommend this because I don't want to see people saying that they got a second-degree burn on their eye. I used to use a blow dryer when I first did this. If you want to try this, you might want to start with that. I just use a lighter now because it's portable, more portable than a hair dryer, and I don't know, I think it's a little faster. But so basically, turn the lighter on, hold it over this. And also they make heated lash curlers that you could look into if you wanted to. But those are kind of expensive. Okay, and that's pretty hot, so I'm gonna let it cool for a second. If you do try this, don't do it and then put it straight on your eye. Please don't do that. Feel it, and when it feels tolerable, that's when you do it. And if you start to do it and it feels too hot, pull it away. I really don't want anyone to burn their eye with this. Okay. And then I first clamp like this, and then I pull it up. Looks kind of scary. And then clamp again. And then let it go. And then my eyelashes are like non-existent, so you probably can't see that, but if I hadn't done that, they would still be straight out. And then I use the Roller Lash by Benefit. This is like the best mascara I've ever tried. I know a lot of people like Better Than Sex. I haven't tried it. I might, but I mean, this is so good that it's hard for me to want to try something else when I'm like, this is so good though. Okay. Okay. Top eye first coat done. Bottom eye. Just realized it said bottom eyelashes. Okay, dip back in, second coat. Okay, we are almost done home stretch. I like to highlight with whatever shade that I highlighted inner corner and under the eyebrow. I feel like it just ties the whole thing together. So I'm going to pick up that same shade in my Carli Bybel palette on this Sephora brush. It's the Highlight and Sculpt 204. I like it a lot. It's one of the only brushes, if not the only brush I've ever actually bought, because I was like, okay, I need a highlight and contour brush. But okay, so just do that. I like to do it not all the way in because I feel like that's a bit much. Do it right on top of the cheeks and pull it in a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna pick up a little bit, do it on my Cupid's bow. And above it a little bit because the lipstick is going to cover what you see right there. And pick up that same highlight shade and do it dot on my nose and line up. And I'm going to go more into this on the highlight and contour video, but just give you a little bit of a preview. So last thing I'm going to do is put on the color Brink by Colourpop. Okay, and this is a good, like, my shade but better for me, so if you're similar to my skin tone, this would probably be good for you. I have one that's a little closer to my skin tone, but it's almost out, so I got this one, and so far I'm really happy with it. And then I want to add just a little bit more shine, so I'm going to use This is the Skinny Dip Lip Topper. I want to say it's by Urban Decay too. And this is in Saint Tropez. And I'm just going to do it in the center. And this is the finished result. I hope you guys liked this video. I had a lot of fun making it. I've wanted to do this for so long now, so I'm so excited that I'm finally starting a YouTube channel. So I can't wait to make more videos. I'm gonna be uploading a Christmas look coming up soon, and I'm gonna be doing my highlight and contour video. I want to do a video on how I do my brows because I dye my brows at home. And also, y'all please let me know if there's anything that y'all want me to do. I also plan to do another go-to look like this that's a little more orangey. So I have that coming up too. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.